a lot of us in the black community don't care about the Luis Mangione situation where he murdered that healthcare CEO. And like, it's not just black people, but it's people in general don't really care for the death of that healthcare CEO because the healthcare CEO, whose name I can't remember at the moment, like he's a part of that system. He's a part of that monster that has been screwing over families for years. I don't know one person who hasn't had a family member that was screwed over by the healthcare system. Like it's primarily, like a lot of many black families have been hit. I can only speak for the black community because I'm black myself. Because many black people have been hit hard by the healthcare system. There's people who weren't able to have surgeries funded, weren't able to get organ transplants, blood donors, bone marrow donors, simply because a clause in their healthcare benefits prevented them from that even happening. There's been many people who have died because their healthcare didn't cover a surgery that they needed or some type of care that they needed, and it's all due to greed. Okay, like they would use up all these different type of like whenever you sign a contract to get medical insurance, they would use all these weird stipulations that you can't decipher unless you're an attorney. Where they say like if you need a bone, if you say you need a heart transplant, but like they said I need it done in 5 days. Well, your insurance says like we can't cover it unless it's been 5 months. Somebody's child might need a treatment for their leukemia, and they'll be like, well, like I need that surgery today. Well, they'll be like, well, on the contract it says we can't cover it unless the surgery happens 13 months from now. It is always some stipulation when you need this. They always move the goalpost. And like this healthcare CEO, he's a part of that. He's a part of that monster, and they do it all because of greed. It's all about money. Money is the root of all evil. It's all about money. And like a lot of black people have lost families because of these stipulations. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen in other communities because I know for a fact it happens in other communities. But you know something, this is kind of like the drug thing. People only care when it happens. Other communities only care when it happens to them. Now Luis Mangione, he murdered this man because the healthcare company that CEO is a part of has screwed over a family member of his, and he did that to get revenge. Like so like like when he was on the run, it was like a $5,000 reward. He could have been sitting right next to me eating McDonald's. I wouldn't even picked up the phone to call saying where this man was because I can understand where he's coming from. Like I kind of don't care, but I understand where he's coming from. But like like the dude that called him and snitched on him for that reward. They didn't even give him that reward because he called the police first. Then he called the reward hotline. And what's so messed up about those reward hotlines? You gotta call them first, and then they'll call the police. I guess they do that so they could get all the credit. And I had a childhood friend do that. He called there was some pedophile that was on the run. He called the police, and then he called in for the reward, and they didn't give it to him. He could have literally been sitting by me eating a quarter pounder, and I wouldn't even picked up that phone. I would just let him go on about just keep on going on the run with it. But like a lot of people do not feel sorry for the death of that CEO. That man has screwed up over a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, especially in the black community. I'm not celebrating his death. I'm just pointing that out because I guarantee you, it was responsible for the deaths of thousands of people, and it's all because he wanted to keep his pockets fat. But I'm just pointing that out. I offer my condolences, but how many people have died because that man chose to be greedy? Luis Mangione did what so many people would have done had they been in his shoes. He just happened to get caught.